first home loss of this postseason. Here he was in his locker room.
Our objective now is to find a way to go down to Miami Wednesday night and steal one back and regain home court advantage in these NBA Finals, which is what we're going to do. Because we're going to play harder than them, and we're going to be more disciplined than them.
All right, so that's just a little clip there of Michael Malone. You were saying, Jalen, that you thought there'd be a lot of frustration in that locker room.
Absolutely. Stephen A. right. When Miami's going to be plus 18 from three, that's going to put them in position to win. And late in the game, Jamal Murray, you trust him with the basketball. You trust that he's going to knock down a big shot. But at that point, you call a timeout. And even if Eric Spoelstra gets to adjust, even if they foul you, right, guess who's going to have the ball? The Joker, who's a good free throw shooter. Murray, who's a good free throw shooter. You continue to exhaust the game when you're playing at home. And you've been undefeated on your home floor. And again, like I told you earlier, I don't go by what people say. I go by what they're going to do in that situation again. And I bet if the Nuggets are in that situation again, they're going to call timeout.
I want to go back to the point about Miami and what they have to do. Miami doesn't have much room for error, which they know. I mean, if we know it, they know it. And so, yes, they have to shoot well from three. But you're Kyle Lowry talking about the whole plan with fours. They have to do all of that. They have to get all of that. I don't think Bam has to score necessarily 20, but Bam's got to play at nearly that level. Even if Jimmy Butler doesn't have a prolific game, the timely plays like Jalen made, the timely plays that Jimmy Butler made late in that game, they have to play with force. They have to hit threes. All those things have to be in effect for the Miami Heat. That's the path for them to really put some pressure and get a second win. If they go up 2-1, they can really put some pressure on them.
But I don't think it's a matter of what they have to do. I think it's a matter of what we can conceive them actually doing. So, yeah, they have to do all of those things, Wilbon. You're absolutely right on point. But the point is, outside of the three-point shot, what is it that you see Miami do and say to yourself, well, we don't know if they can do that again? Everything else they can do again. They can lock down, defend. They can sit up there and spread the basketball. They can create opportunities for themselves. They can be competitive. They can play with force. But can they hit the three? When the answer is yes, they win. When it's not, they don't.
And that's in the Heat film session. But in the Nuggets film session, they're going to be talking about the mental blunders they had. The times they miscommunicated and gave up open threes. The time that they fouled a three-point shooter. KCP fouled out of the game. Michael Porter Jr. didn't contribute when he wasn't scoring. Those two guys have got to be better.
All right, and so we're all even at one game apiece. Your late local news is coming up next on most of these ABC stations. We will see you Wednesday night from Miami for Game 3 of these NBA Finals. Good night from Denver.